being that being that I recognized love within myself, now I could accept love from you, is how they feel about the situation between the two of you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So this person, they have found the love within themselves. Love for themselves, respect for themselves, appreciation for self, acknowledgement. They're choosing not to be in this mindset of like a robot to just, it's like they're trying to live out the best version of themselves. They know that there's a little work to do here and there, in ways, because they genuinely want to be able to live out who they truly are as a whole. And they know that things that happen, it's changed them. Okay? However, they've found love, because there's something here about them really not getting it when they were younger like that. Like, they didn't get it. And they wanted it. They wanted a certain level of, it feels like a certain level of like affection. It doesn't have to be over the top, out of this world, but it's just like a certain level of acknowledgement. This person didn't get it when they were younger, and that could take a toll on an adult. So they had to figure out how to love themselves, because we don't have much love as a child, or when love is not given a certain way, a person can miss out, because that's a part of our mind's growth. Like I always think about like infant children. When they're born, one of the most powerful actions to take is to have a skin-to-skin bonding, or to have skin-to-skin bonding moments. So the touch of the mother and the baby, or the father and the baby, or both, really, are healthy for the child's growth on a mental plane and emotional as well. I guess that goes together. Yeah. So those who didn't get that, they have a certain level of detachment that is it's due to their beginning. Not to say that is good for them, because it actually does affect a person, even if they don't even realize it or think about it, which most likely these types would not, and they're not even interested in that type of healthy attachment, because it is a healthy attachment. I'm not talking about being overly mushy and affectionate, but it's just like, it's a part of human development. Okay? So this person has recognized like certain patterns within themselves, and recognizing that it's something that they have control of when it comes to their emotional state. It might be uncomfortable for this person to even touch on it, though, because it's an uncomfortable topic, especially when it was missing in the early years, and then as an adult it causes a chemical reaction in the brain. So it's like, I'm not gonna go deep in there and be looking up stuff right now, but it's just, I'm gonna let it flow. Okay, so this person wants to really improve, because they're starting to, or they've realized, I don't want to say started, because I feel like they noticed it before but just kind of ignored it and kept going. So they kind of started to get into this mode of being robotic, just trying to make sure that they do what they feel is right in their life, but at the same time forgetting about a certain aspect of life that is important, and that's growth, like mental and emotional, psychological, the psyche, all that is very important in anybody's life, because that's a part of what needs to function towards activating one's soul completely. Okay. So this person has recognized that there's some work that they could do. Just like many people, you just look at yourself and you critique yourself. You're like, okay, I can work on that. And that's a good thing, because you don't necessarily always need someone else to tell you what you're doing wrong. You figure it out on your own. And I feel like this is how this person is. So being that they have recognized love within themselves, now they're truly ready to be in a relationship with somebody. Because if anyone that hasn't found love and appreciation for themselves, it really wouldn't be healthy for them to be in a relationship with anybody, because they don't have the understanding to be able to upkeep a relationship. It would always go left if they're not in the right frame of mind. So this person has ascended when it comes to their way of thinking. And it's a good thing, because they're going to start to notice that they feel lighter. They're not going to feel the heaviness that they used to feel before they understood this aspect about themselves. Okay, so you have someone that you either know now or that you're going to meet. And if this just so happens to be a relationship dynamic, like a relationship with someone that you deem as someone that you want to be with, then drop it down in the comments below, because this is someone who is ready to accept love. A lot of times in life, there's some people that have trouble accepting love because they didn't get it as a child. It's a real thing. So when they get it, they don't know how to feel about it. And it's understandable. Like, if you didn't have it, you didn't get a certain level of affection, because many people's family is just not like that. Especially like Caribbean families. A lot of the times, and not just Caribbean families, but I know that that's a thing. Like they show love, but not like in an affectionate way. And that's not for, I'm not speaking for every Caribbean family, but I just know, because I know people personally, there's just not their way. It's not a part of the culture. It's a bit cold in that way. But it's also in other cultures as well. It's just something that is passed down, a certain way of being, and it becomes normalized. But it doesn't mean that it's completely healthy either. Even though there are some good attributes to adjusting to coldness, adjusting to like that frigid energy, because sometimes you got to be cold in life, and that's one of those true aspects of life as well. Sometimes you got to turn cold. It's just about the harmony between being able to be cold and being able to be warm at heart. We should be able to turn it on and off. It's just that some people get stuck on the frigid side, and some people get stuck being warm. You really can't. It'll be really difficult for one to live if you're just frigid and cold all the time, or if you're just too sweet and loving all the time, because there's creatures out here. They will chew you up and spit you out. It's just what it is. So you need both, and that's for everyone. That's wholeness. That's a part of being or having harmony between one's masculine and feminine energy. That all goes together. But yeah, if you claim this as someone that you would appreciate being in a relationship with, if this is a relationship type of dynamic, claim it down in the comments. I declare that this is my person. This is the type of person that I would like to spend my life with. Okay, drop it down in the comments below. Because this is actually healthy for someone who has realized something within themselves that they could work on, and they've worked on it and now they found love in themselves. It's hard for someone who doesn't really see love within themselves to give it and to receive it. It's just like it should, for some people, they don't want no parts of it because they don't, it's foreign in it. And usually people don't align well with aspects that they don't understand or don't know. So they reject it. So yeah, it's healthy to be with somebody who's found love within themselves and who loves themselves. Because they can give it and they can receive it when it comes to love now. Okay, so that's it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. If you would like to book... Oh, did I say that already? No, I didn't. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyRose.org. And also, you can join the membership here on YouTube to support me. For those who joined, thank you. You appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.